Sup guys, it's your boy Justin, and today we're going to be showing off some games that I feel like will be good for the Halloween season. Also, I'm going to show you at the end of the video some new RPGs I got, retro game hunting. So first we're going to start off with, these are all JRPGs, by the way, RPGs, but I'll show off some of my favorite games that aren't, RPGs to play during the Halloween season. Obviously, this is for people who don't like playing horror games. Which, I know, I like to play horror games once in a while, but, it's not like, for the Halloween season, I prefer to, I'm mostly somebody who likes to play, action games or RPGs, so this is mostly who this video is for. So if you're looking for, what horror games to play during the Halloween season, look elsewhere. Just pick up a random Resident Evil or Silent Hill game, in my, opinion. So the first two games I'm going to recommend are PS1 RPGs. Parasite Eve by Squaresoft and Codeka by SNK, published by SNK. This is the unofficial prequel to the Shadowheart games, which recently had a Kickstarter. The creator of Shadowhearts had a Kickstarter for a new game that's coming out that's kind of like in the, kind of have similar themes to Shadowheart, called Penny Blood, which I saw screenshots of. The game looks good. But yeah, this is a strategy turn-based RPG that is super short, and outside of battle, the game plays like almost just like a PS1 Resident Evil game, man. And you're going around collecting stuff, trying to solve puzzles. You have 3 party members. She uses like sword. He uses random weapons. I think he has a pistol, and yeah, he's like a priest. He's like a healer. Right, I paid like $45 for this game. Right here, you can see what the game kind of looks like. Yeah, but yeah, it has like voice acting. The weapons have a durability system, which is kind of sucks. But since this is supposed to be like a horror RPG, a survival horror RPG, it makes sense, right? I don't know how much this game goes for now, but if you don't mind the high price point, this is a good blend of turn-based RPG and survival horror. Next, we have Parasite Eve, which everybody should know what Parasite Eve is. It was like, after the success of Final Fantasy VII, Squaresoft wanted to do something different, so they bought the rights to this horror novel called Parasite Eve and made a game that's kind of like a pseudo sequel, a spin-off, right? You play this cop character named Ava, and it's like kind of turn-based, but not really. You have a gun and you shoot at different parts. I think it's like you shoot at different parts of the body of like monsters, right? It's been a while since I played this game, but yeah, this game. This game I think takes place around Christmas, but other than that, it's a horror RPG. It's pretty good. A lot of people love this game, right? And I think this game's available on PSN for like $20. Okay, next we're gonna go more for the kid-friendly, RPGs. You have a kid in the background watching you play. You can't play the more horror, like, centric RPGs, right? So you want to maybe play like kid-friendly JRPGs with the kids, right? Here are some games. Okage Shadow King, right? Which is a turn-based RPG. Has this very cartoon Halloween special feel to it. You're this kid that gets possessed by this shadow and goes on a quest. Has like a modern setting. It's not like a fantasy world setting, right? And it's a pretty cool game. right? It's not, it can be cryptic what to do next if you're not going around talking to people, right? Trying to figure out what to do, like, next. But, like, it's like, I thought the game was easy to follow, right? It does have the problem where, like, I think, like, all the weapons look the same, right? So you're basically playing this game the for the story and setting, right? I don't know how much this game goes for nowadays, but I paid $20 for it. It's a fun game. Obviously, everybody knows what this Gaia Hour of Darkness is. I have the second one here. Um, yeah, it's like a turn-based RPG, strategy RPG where you have your characters, and you can also make new characters to join your party, right? And it's one of those RPGs where you just go to the next zone. You can grind. You can also grind, which this game is a fuck, man. This game is very grind heavy. The dub. This has an English dub, and it's pretty funny, right? And the soundtrack is pretty good too. They even added some, like, pop punk, like, songs, right? Like Tsunami Bomb, right? Yeah. So this is a pretty cool game. I play this almost every October. Never beat the game, it's so grind heavy, and I just end up getting bored. But it's a pretty. But if you play for the story and stuff, there's an anime too. If you just want to say, hey, fuck this game, play the anime. But a lot of people love this game. All right. Next, we're going with the Shadow Heart games. Shadow Hearts 1, Shadow Hearts Covenant. I almost bought Shadow Hearts New World this weekend, but the guy wanted like $70, and I'm like, dude, I played this game back in the day. It's not worth $70. I don't care what eBay, Amazon says. That's bullshit, right? But yeah, like, these two games are good. What's cool about these games are you play this character who can fuse with demons and can play, and, like, you have different demons that you can take the form of, and you also have in your party like a vampire dude who's pretty cool. You have an old like Chinese, like, shaman, right? You have like a sexy scientist, sexy spy chick also on your team, and you also have like the innocent, like, flower girl or whatever, right? Who's like they her character's a little weird because, like, her dad was like a Catholic priest, but, like, it's like, I think they didn't know in Japan that, Catholic priests aren't supposed to have kids, but whatever. The game is a pretty cool game. It takes place during, like, I think somewhere between World War I and World War II, right? Definitely after the Japan-Russia War, right? And, like, the first half of the game takes place in Asia, and the second half of the game takes place in Europe, and it's not until you get to Europe that you can let the vampire guy can join your team. Which one problem I have with the series is, like, the vampire character looks cool, looks like, Vampire the Masquerade, like, Interview with a Vampire kind of character. Then the second one, he's like a pro wrestler, and they changed his dub actor, right? Let's see if I can, like, they have here he is, right? That's what, yeah, he's like a pro wrestler, and, like, do they have, like, I don't have the, I don't have the, the booklet for this. I open it up, and it's like a Power Rangers game. It's like, oh crap, where did I put Shadow Hearts? Man, because I was playing Shadow Hearts before I got Digimon Survive, and, what was the other game? Live a Live, so I misplaced it. But yeah, both of these games are pretty good, but they're a bit pricey. I think I paid $40 for this game, $50 for this game. But since like New World is going for $70, expect these games to be even higher. But maybe check your online stores, right? So yeah. So obviously we're recommending RPGs for the Halloween season. Obviously, we're going to recommend some Shin Megami Tensei games. I'm not recommending any Persona games because Persona is like a game you can play all year round. But yeah, these guys are the more horror-centric SMT games for the PS2. Nocturne, which is the third, I think technically the third SMT game, featuring Dante from Capcom's Devil May Cry 2. Not Devil May Cry games, Devil May Cry 2. And he's like a boss. He doesn't join your party, which sucks. But yeah, this game is pretty hard. Good luck if you ever play it. Also, there's a boss that has like multiple forms, right? And they're illusions. You want to fight him on the full moon. You have like a moon gauge. Fight him on the full moon, and then you can tell which one's the real one. Because like his the illusions, like the real one will cast a shadow. So that's how you do that boss battle. So these two games are like, I'm not going to spoil the twist, but they're like post-apocalyptic. You have like different, you have wars between different groups, and then suddenly everybody gets the power to turn into demons, and they start killing and eating each other to get stronger. I beat this game. I still haven't played this one, but like this game is pretty cool, right? And like this game, they featured like a semi-human, semi-demon form. But yeah, this game is pretty cool, and there's a novelization as well, right? And I like their suits. It reminds me their like outfits, especially this one. It reminds me of the still suit from Doom. So whenever like I'm in the mood like to play a Doom game, I kind of play this game, especially since like the game takes place in like a wasteland, similar to Nocturne, right? So these are pretty cool games to play. For people who are want like dark fantasy, want to play a horror game, like a horror kind of feel game, but like still want to play fantasy. Here's some dark fantasy games. You got Wizardry: Tale of the Forsaken Land, which is a first-person dungeon crawler, but the animations and the character designs for the characters look pretty cool, right? And this game's not too hard, but it's definitely, you need to, if you're gonna play this game, oh my god, if you're gonna play this game, you're gonna need to study up on Western RPGs, learn how to build classes and stuff. But it's a pretty cool game, man. I got this for Christmas one year. And next is an action RPG, Dragon Guard. This is a pretty dark game. It plays like Dynasty Warriors. The major problem with the game is the gameplay for the combat kind of sucks. But the dragon, when you're playing as the dragon, mowing like enemies and flying through the ground, not through the ground, flying through the air, taking down like airships and stuff like that. That combat is pretty cool, and the story is pretty dark, right? So like yeah, you can see some screenshots. Obviously, this is Canadian, so it's like we have to have the French and English fucking shit. Okay, next, we're gonna recommend some action RPGs, which is the Castlevania games for the PS2, Castlevania Lament of Innocence, and Castlevania Curse of Dark. This is more of an action RPG. This one is kind of like a 3D Castlevania. I think you do level up in this game. This was a cool game, but this one is more of an action RPG. You play as Hector. You show up at Dracula's like castle looking for your wife. Some asshole some devil summoner, I think they're called devil summoners here, showed up and took your wife, right? And you came to kick ass, right? And this game is pretty cool because you can summon devils, right, as allies. Like you got like a pixie one, a rock man. Uh, it's like a 3D action game where you do level up, and also you get a variety of weapons, and one of them is called the Dragon Slayer, and it's a big ass great sword. And if you read into the bio, it says like it was made by a hermit. Totally a reference to Berserk. So if you're a Berserk fan and you want to play an action RPG, check out this game. This game is pretty cool. Okay, so next I'm gonna show. So I'm sorry the stupid books fell over. Let's see if I can fix this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good enough. Okay, next I'm going to recommend some third-person shooters. Well, one of these is first-person. This is Shadow of the Damned, a Suda51 game, and another Suda51, Killer 7. Right? If you're a fan of Travis Touchdown from what's the I can't believe I'm blanking the No More Heroes. I'm sorry. Can't believe I'm blanking the fucking name of the game franchise. But if you're a fan of Travis Touchdown from from No More Heroes, Travis Touchdown makes an appearance as a ghost in this game. Right? So yeah, this game is pretty cool. You play as an assassin who has who has like 7 split personalities, right? And they each have different guns and different abilities, and you traverse this like a 3D environment, solving puzzles, killing I think you're killing like ghosts and shit until you find your target and you try to kill them, right? And all their names are like Smith, right? And like one of them is Kevin Smith. Guess which one's Kevin Smith? It's this one. But yeah, like his thing is he throws knives. He has like a little like silencer gun. I think he was my favorite. He has like a revolver. This guy has a sniper. He's straight up modeled after Clint Eastwood. I don't really remember the other ones because I mostly use this guy and Kevin Smith. But yeah, like they all have their special abilities and stuff. I haven't played this game in years, but like this game is a pretty cool game to play during the Halloween season. Right here you can see, and it has like a cell shaded look to the 3D models, so it kind of gives it like this timeless look, right? But yeah, if you have a GameCube, check out Killer 7. Next is another Suda51 game. Shadows of the Damned came out for 360. It's a third-person shooter. It has the same, the guy who does the music for the Silent Hill games also did the music here, Akira Lamoka, and one of the songs in this game soundtrack is by famous horror punk band The Damned, which has a song Shadows of the Damned, pretty good song. The main character has a talking pistol, and it can transform into different modes, right? And I forget the name of the pistol, but like it's like Hot Rod or something. It's like very like there's penis allegory. You're a demon slayer called Garcia who's going into hell to rescue his girlfriend who was like kidnapped by the fucking devil, and you're going in there to kick ass. It's like a mix of Robert Rodriguez meets Silent Hill, like Resident Evil, right? It's a pretty cool game, man. Like check out trailers for it. It has a badass soundtrack. Oh, his name is Garcia Hotspur. My bad. It's has a awesome gameplay, awesome soundtrack, and there's some funny lines in the game as well, right? Yeah. Also, if you want to know what games I got when I went retro gaming hunting, I picked up another Digimon game, Digimon World Data Squad, which I was playing last night. It's pretty good. I was able to get Agumon to digivolve into Geo Greymon. This Digimon World game is based off the Digimon World Data Squad TV show, which I think is like the 5th season of Digimon, right? Which doesn't have a DVD release unlike the other ones, which is kind of bullshit. But like, yeah, this season wasn't too popular because they changed the iconic art style. Like they changed Akiyoshi's like Hongo's art style for a new art style, and then you have this thing where like the main character Marcus goes around punching Digimon, including Megas, which is so dumb, right? But yeah, like I picked this game up and I paid $30 for it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Other game I picked up was Champions of Norath, which is basically a Diablo clone for the PS2, which is set in the EverQuest universe. I paid $40 for this game, and for some reason it doesn't work on my PS2. I have 2 other copies of this game, and none of them work on my PS2. So I think it's a problem with my PS2, because like, if you look, there's like hardly any scratches on this disc. Hopefully I didn't dox myself. But yeah, like this game is pretty cool because like you have a really cool customization system in the game, and like the graphics look better than like EverQuest 2, to be honest. But yeah, I picked up these 2 games. I only had $100 to spend, and the only other game they had that I wanted was Shadow Hearts New World, but like the guy wanted $70 for it when I already was spending $70 on this. And then the asshole, this is like a flea market environment. The guy doesn't have a fucking debit machine, and the guy asked for like an extra $5 for taxes, which if you did like taxes is what, like 13% or some shit, 10%. Like it would have been more than $5, but the guy hustled like $5 from me, and like nowhere else in that fucking flea market did they charge me taxes. So fuck that guy. But yeah, like I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry, I only picked up 2 games from the place, but like the guy was like overpriced his fucking games. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the games I showed in this video. Hopefully you'll find some good games to play after watching this video. Some of these games shouldn't be too pricey, but yeah.